All right. Welcome, one and all, to a We Are Trying Not to Commit Suicide episode of Off the Rails. I am John. If you could, hit that like and subscribe. If you just want to shoot the screen and put me out of my misery, I'm cool with that too. We are here with Superstar Bryan. The game is just ending, Game 7 of the 2025 World Series, and literally the Dodgers have more lives than a cat. They have more money than Elon Musk, and they have more luck than Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know how you combine it all. Bryan, what's your first thoughts as we try and figure out how to put our lives back together?
Man, I thought the Blue Jays had it, especially after they jumped out to that 3-0 early lead. I thought for
Yeah,
sure they were going to be able to, and they just kept getting guys on base over and over every inning,
every inning.
and they couldn't punch enough of them across. That was the key element right there.
Yeah, it definitely was. I thought the Blue Jays were playing great baseball for the first 3 innings. They were squandering opportunities. I believe it was in the second inning when Varsho caught that liner from Toscar Hernandez and Vladdy made that great play at first. I was like, oh, this is really going to be this is it. We're going to stop them. And then they hit the 3-run bomb. And I actually, in the first inning, was thinking to myself, Bichette was on second base and they hit a single and he couldn't score. He's hobbled. He's in there for his bat. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then he hit the 3-run bomb and I forgave him. I said, Bo Bichette, you can go to Epstein Island. You can go wherever you want. You're still cool by me. It wasn't enough. The Dodgers just find a way to win. What can I say? Hats off to the back-to-back world champions, right?
Yeah, and my biggest knock on the Dodgers was all season has been that they're too top heavy,
Mm-hmm.
but it was not the top that came through tonight. I mean, Max Muncy had that big bomb,
Sure.
Rojas out of nowhere, and then Rojas makes that play in the
Yeah.
bottom of the ninth. I mean, came
Yeah.
up huge. And
They
then,
did.
yeah, I mean, and Dave Roberts must have been listening to us.
Yeah.
I mean, because, every time he went to the bullpen, he was pulling out another starter.
He sure
He,
was.
he wasn't using any of his bullpen guy. I mean, I think he used maybe two of them. And even in the end there, he saw Kershaw was warming up even before Blake Trinan got in there.
Yeah. Why do you think he didn't bring in Sasaki? I mean, he's been pretty effective. I mean, why do you think they went with Yamamoto after he pitched an amazing Game 6?
Because he pitched an amazing game six. He pitched an amazing game, what, two or three, whatever it was.
Yeah, Game 2.
I mean, I mean, he had obviously done a good enough number on the Blue Jays that if he says he's good to go with it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, I guess.
Sasaki
The
came in a
win's the
couple of
win.
times, but he didn't he didn't even have great success. I mean, he was okay, but Yamamoto, dude, that guy's proved himself. He's legit. He'll be a Cy Young contender next year, I bet.
Well, that's assuming he pitches over 20 games, right? I mean, we
Oh
know
yeah,
the
I forgot he's
Dodgers
on
and
the
their
Dodgers.
yeah, he's on the Dodgers. He literally what happens is he pitches 5 starts, he goes to Cancun for 2 months, then he pitches 5 starts, and then he comes back in October. That's the Dodgers pitching staff, okay? You're thinking about the other 29 teams that actually
Yeah,
pay their players to play the whole year.
my
Okay?
bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's late, dude. I'm
I
usually way
know.
in bed by
It
now.
sounds like you're in a disco. I mean, look at the lights. I love it. I love it. I don't know
That's
what's
the
going on there,
that's
but it's a lot more fun
it's
than what I got.
it's the post game show.
Yeah. It's
I'm still on the couch, man.
you know, I looked at Clement and he hit that drive and Pajes, I want to call him Pages, but Pajes made the great catch. He went over Tiki Hernandez, and I thought to myself, that is the fine line of making it out and nobody will remember your name versus they will remember you for 100 years if that would have somehow dropped.
Yeah. And I mean, could you imagine if the two guys just collided and then it dropped, as opposed to
Sure.
just nobody, neither one of them got to it?
Right.
Oh, they would have been
Right.
Bucknered.
Yeah. Buckner in the outfield. Well,
But I mean,
I got to give the devil his due.
yeah, the
You
Dodgers
know,
did it. Hey,
they did it.
they were built to win this season. Almost everyone was predicting they would win the World Series. Uh, I said they got to win the games. I said that all year long. They got to win the games. There's nothing's guaranteed. Well, they ended up winning the games. So there you go,
I,
Dodgers.
I, 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 you, first of all, if you would have told me how terrible the top three in that, and you are absolutely right, this top heavy lineup, we're going to be in this playoffs. I don't even think they hit 225 in the Milwaukee series. I didn't see the final stats here, but I'm sure it wasn't very good for the top three, right? If you would have told
Well,
me they averaged what?
in the World Series, Shohei hit, like I think 350 or above, and he was
Okay,
walked quite a few times. So he
sure, but
produced. He had the 2 home run game. So I'd say
but
Shohei
Mookie
showed
only
up in the
hit the
World
single,
Series.
right? Yeah.
Mookie didn't do
Okay.
nothing. And Freddie, he had the walk off, but not much besides that. I
Right.
mean, he seemed like he was trying to hit the home run every single time it was up, and that's not typical
Every
Freddie
time.
Freeman.
And in the last inning, he hit a line drive out to left field. And I thought, oh my gosh, here it is. He's got 2 hits in the series, and it's going to be 2 walk-offs or 2 game enders. I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, I got to give the Dodgers their due. They came back. They won. They won when I just didn't think they had a chance. I predicted the Dodgers before the series, but I realized very quickly they weren't the better team. But at the end of the day, they're the better team. They ended up getting the victory. Kudos to Los Angeles and all the bellwether and bandwagon fans that are the Dodgers, which is like 85% of them. LA is all about 85% bandwagon, and Dodgers definitely emblazon that on their crest. Any thoughts you got as the World Series is over?
Yeah, when's free agency start?
Yeah, 10 days, guy. 10 days. So for
Uh,
people who follow the podcast, we're going to probably do one wrap-up show that next week, and then we'll do one at the end where they have all the baseball awards, and then we'll see you when we see you. But any final thoughts on the Dodgers getting this? I mean, I you know what I'm looking for? I feel like I am at Jonestown and they're giving me grape Kool-Aid. And it's like you have to live in a world where the Dodgers are back-to-back champions or take the Kool-Aid. For all of you who don't know what happened, it doesn't end well. Okay? It doesn't end well.
oh, you know what? Congratulations to the Dodgers.
Oh,
You
it
know,
hurts my soul
they,
for you to say that. Yes.
they won, and you know what? They're probably going to go out and probably make some big moves in the off season.
They're going to get
And
Kyle
everybody,
Tucker. Yeah. They're going to get Kyle Tucker. Yeah, that's who they're going to get.
oh,
And
the
and he's
you
going to
know,
defer all his money and he's only going to take 2 million a year and he's going to take the first 4 months off because hey, who wouldn't want to get paid all that money and go hang out in Hawaii or Maui for 4 months and then come back for the playoffs?
well, I
Hey,
want to see
hey
if they
coach, I'm
trade like.
healthy.
I mean, the Dodgers prospects, are endless, right? They
Right.
bring up, they got a great developmental system. So,
They
I mean,
do.
I'm just wondering which 4 guys they're going to trade for Skeens.
Yeah. Right. Right.
They need to
Miguel
get another
Rojas.
right-hander. They need another right-hander in the starting rotation.
Yes. And mark my words, like me being a Laker hating guy, and they get Luka Doncic for basically Anthony Davis and some table scraps, I can tell you this trade. I'm going to go out on a limb here. The Dodgers are going to get Paul Skeens for Miguel Rojas, Kiki Hernandez, Edmonds, and $250,000 in merch credit at the Dodger team store, because that's as close as Pittsburgh will ever get to a world title.
And
Yeah.
then you know what'll happen? You know what'll happen? They'll end up releasing Kike, and he'll come back to the Dodgers.
Right. Right. He'll come back in at the end of August.
That guy never leaves, man.
No. No. He is literally like those in-law stories you hear that they came for 2 weeks and literally they outlived you. Yes, exactly. They ended up homesteading the house. Hey, who's on the will? Well, I'm going to give it to you anyway. Don't worry about it, Dad. Oh, gosh. Honestly, I'm still in shock. I kept figuring the Blue Jays were going to find a way, and they didn't. And that's why the Dodgers are the champions of the world. They found out a way to
Yep.
win. They're resilient.
Yeah, I mean, those last few innings, every time the Dodgers, when they got within one, then when they tied it, then when they took, I mean, every time when the Blue Jays were coming up in the bottom half, it seemed like they had the top of the lineup turning over again. I thought they were going to get one. They're going to get one
Yeah,
back. It's okay.
right,
And they just
right.
couldn't. So,
Yeah,
Dodgers did the job.
they did the job. And really, the final out being a double play to Mookie Betts, being Red Sox fans like we are, seeing him turn the double play that wins the title for him. Oh, geez. Forget suicide squeeze. We're going to let Kirk hit. Yeah, okay. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Joe Carter, we
Oh,
miss you more every day. This wasn't that inning, honestly, the anti-Joe Carter, right? Joe Carter hits the 3-run bomb to win the series. Kirk hits the double play to lose it. Really, there is literally in one franchise, you couldn't find more diametrically opposite plays.
well, I guess
All right.
that's baseball, right?
Yeah, it's
You never,
baseball.
you never know what you're
You're
going to
right.
get.
That's why it's the greatest game ever. The
It's
only thing that
awesome.
could have
It's
been worse
awesome to
tonight.
see. It's awesome
Yeah.
to see the post game show, and what's his name? Oh, geez, what's the guy's name?
Ken
The sideline
Rosenthal,
reporter,
Verducci.
Verducci. Verducci's
Yeah.
interviewing Yamamoto and Sasaki, and he has to put
Yeah.
the microphone to their face so they can speak Japanese, and then he has to put it to the
Yes.
translator's face. That's great TV.
Fantastic. Right? I mean, really. The question I wanted him to ask is, do any of you bet with Shohei Ohtani as interpreter? Because, hey, let's just get to it. It's the club. It's the club. Oh, God. I am now going to go upstairs and I'm going to remove all the sharp implements because I do not think I am going to make it one more hour. The only thing that could have been worse is if they would have beat the Red Sox. Sam Hill. And I can
Oh,
tell you what, Red Sox aren't going to get Kyle Tucker. Let's get that down. All
no.
right. You got any final FUs for the world there, Bryan? You're too much of a
No, I'm good,
gentleman.
man. I am too much of a
All right.
gentleman. I'm very tired.
I get it. I'm worn out emotionally, physically. And you know what? I love baseball. It's the best sport ever. But man, I got a sour taste in my mouth. You think I was pissed off this year? Wait till next year. Wait till next year, okay?
Well, it'll go away when the next season starts in like 5 months.
Yeah. And also 4 months of intensive therapy, lithium, Prozac. Yeah, don't worry, Bryan. I got an IV right here, baby. I got an IV right here. Don't you fret, okay? I got plenty
All
to
right.
share. You may need it come in
Ah,
December. All right. That's it for our World Series recap. If you could hit the like and subscribe, tell me what an a-hole I am. I'm cool with that. Let's go with it. And we will see you soon on the Off the Rails Sports Podcast.